Listen closely, because what I am about to share with you is not something small or temporary, but something deep and lasting. A big change is happening in your life. It's not just happening outside, in the events you see, but also inside, in the very core of your being, where no one else can see. It's touching your most personal thoughts and your deepest desires. Even though you may not fully understand it now, I am giving a new purpose to every step you take. This purpose is bigger than what you can understand at this moment, as it connects to the reason you were created. The time you are living in right now is not just any time. This month is not just another month. It is a special time, a season when I am drawing closer to you with more intensity because I want to help you see what I am doing in your life. Pay attention, because the signs of your true path are starting to show, even if they seem small and fragile. The distance between who you are now and who I promised you would be is shrinking quickly. Don't overlook these signs, because they are the marks of my work. If you've listened to your heart recently, you've probably felt it. That feeling of restlessness that wakes you up in the night, those questions that arise for no clear reason, that fire inside you that seems impossible to put out. All of these are signs that I've been speaking to your heart. Have you felt that something big is coming, even though you didn't know how to explain it? Have your dreams been different lately? Haven't you woken up with the feeling that something bigger is growing within you? That feeling you can't quite explain is me, moving within you. You sensed a closeness to something spiritual that you can't fully name, a presence that wraps around you when you're alone. That presence is me, reminding you that you've never walked this path alone. If what I am saying now speaks to you, do not ignore it, because you are not the only one feeling these signs. Many of my children, in different places, are hearing the same call and feeling the same whisper in their hearts. Your true self is awakening, recognizing the path that was already planned for you before you were born. This is the perfect time for you to accept it, but understand that the answer you've been waiting for may not always come wrapped in calm and peace. Sometimes it comes in a way that shakes up your life, like a change that makes you uncomfortable, like a rearranging of things you didn't ask for, like a restlessness that you cannot ignore, or even like a separation from things and people you once thought you couldn't live without. There will be moments when it feels like nothing is happening, and others when everything around you seems to shake, upsetting what you thought was stable. This week may feel like a sudden pause, a stop that wasn't part of your plan but is necessary for you to clearly hear my voice. Decisions will come quickly, and you won't be able to put them off. Deep emotions will rise and may quickly fade, but each one has a purpose in your growth. People who you once saw as unmovable in your life may start to drift away, and I know that will hurt. But don't fear, because it won't be a loss but a new direction that will help you see that I am your true foundation and support. Stay here. Do not run from this process, and do not ignore these words, for this may be your final chance to let go of the past and embrace the new. I have fought so hard for you. I have fought for your life when the enemy tried to destroy you. I have protected you when you didn't even realize it. I have watched over you when you were about to fall. Even when you thought you were alone, and even when your heart questioned me, I was fighting for you. And now I want to remind you that you still matter deeply to me, a cause that I will never stop fighting for. Remember what it says in Isaiah, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God who strengthens you. I will always help you, I will always hold you up with my righteous hand." That promise is not just something from the past, but it is a living and active truth for you right now. When you feel afraid, when doubt tries to take over, return to these words and let my peace fill your heart. This is the start of something new in your life. It's the beginning of a journey where you will learn to trust in a deeper, truer way. Open your eyes and see that I am here with you, and everything I am doing within you is leading you to the fullness of what I've planned. Don't forget this. I have fought hard for you, and I will not stop until I have fulfilled every promise I've made to you. Open your heart wide and understand what I am telling you now. It is no accident that you are here at this very moment, hearing my voice so clearly. I am placing you exactly where you need to be. It's not where you expected, not where you planned with your own wisdom, but exactly where I, with my perfect will, have prepared for you. Nothing you are going through now is wasted. Everything is part of a much bigger plan. And if you feel something deep within you is about to rise, if you sense that a new strength is growing in your spirit, that is exactly what is happening. Don't ignore it or call it coincidence. Recognize it as the sign that my hand is at work in you. This is a moment of deep inner change. It's not just a surface level or temporary change, but something spiritual. You might still look the same on the outside. Others may not notice any difference in you, and your steps might seem just like yesterday. But I, who can see what's hidden, know exactly what is happening inside you. A deep and invisible change is happening within you, one that is reshaping your very essence and how you see the world. This is why it feels like the things you once relied on are starting to shake. What you once thought was secure is now shifting. What seemed firm is now trembling. But do not be afraid, because this is not destruction. It is a renewal. Understand this clearly. Old patterns of behavior are being challenged inside you because they no longer have a place in the life I am creating for you. The chains that once held you back are fading away, and even though you may try to hold on to what you once knew, you will find it slipping from your grasp. And I tell you, if you continue to hold on to what no longer serves you, what no longer belongs in your new life, you will feel trapped by it in a way you cannot bear. That is why I am calling you to let go, because you are being renewed. Pay close attention now. The week ahead is not for you to focus on your past or dwell on your history. It is not for you to keep looking back at who you once were or to wish for what is behind you. I am not leading you backward. I am pushing you forward. What I am doing in you now is revealing the person you are becoming, the true identity that I placed within you long before you were born. This transformation will not be without struggle, because the enemy knows the value of what I am forming in you and will try to distract you. But I tell you, the one who is with you is greater than the one who stands against you. The spiritual atmosphere around you is changing. There are forces moving around you that you cannot see with your eyes, but your spirit can feel them. The movements in the heavens are intensifying because I have decided that there will be no more delays in your life. The doors that seemed closed for so long will now begin to open, and the ones that led you only to pain and confusion will be shut for good. There will be no more room for doubt, because I have determined that you will walk with clear vision, and this vision will require courage. Not every step will be easy, but it will require faith, because what is ahead of you will not always make sense to the human mind. It will require progress because this is a time to move forward, not to look back. I am shaping you through this fire of transformation. That is why I tell you, do not resist what I am doing. What feels uncomfortable now is preparing you for the fullness of what is to come. What you see as lost today, you will soon recognize as the freedom you needed. The challenges of this moment are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to purify you, to take away what does not serve you, and to leave only what is eternal. For you are my creation, and the good work I began in you will be perfected until the day everything I've promised is complete. Remember what is written in Jeremiah, for I know the thoughts I have toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope. That is not a dead promise or a memory from the past. It is a living word over your life right now. My thoughts toward you are still thoughts of peace, thoughts of hope, and thoughts of a glorious future. I have not changed, and because of that, you will not be destroyed. So, walk forward with confidence in this time. Do not compare yourself to others, and do not listen to the voices of those who don't understand what I am doing in your life. This journey is yours and mine, personal, sacred. I am the one who lifts you up. I am the one who places you where you need to be. I am the one who fights for you, and nothing can stop what I've started. I have been moving every detail of your life with care, even the ones you don't understand, even the pieces that seem out of place. Nothing has happened by chance, nothing has been an accident. Everything you've experienced has had a purpose, even what you saw as loss, even what made you cry in private. What seemed like an end was actually the beginning of a new path that I had already prepared for you. Even in the midst of confusion, I was writing a destiny greater than you could ever imagine. The doors that once appeared closed to you were not punishment or rejection, they were protection. It wasn't the right time, the right place, with the right people. Now, the reasons for every delay, every moment of silence, and every waiting period that seemed endless are starting to be revealed. Everything you have gone through was part of a plan that is just now beginning to reveal itself. Even the hardest battles you faced were shaping your character, because you needed strength for what is about to come. Do not be afraid if what you see now does not match what I have promised you. Do not be afraid if the path ahead seems unclear. Even when everything around you seems still, life is growing inside of you. I am opening doors where you didn't know they existed. I am creating paths in the desert, and although it may feel dry right now, soon you will see hope springing up in places you once thought were empty and lifeless. That will be the sign that something new has begun. It is not strange that the spiritual atmosphere feels heavier, or that you face stronger challenges than before. Every step you take forward awakens resistance, because what you are about to carry has eternal value. But do not mistake opposition for defeat. Every challenge that appears is proof that you are moving in the right direction. Do not try to understand it with your own logic, because what I am doing in you goes beyond any reasoning. The path I am preparing for you will not always be easy. There will be times of loneliness. There will be tears no one else will see. There will be choices that seem impossible to make. But through it all, each step will bring you closer to your purpose. What once brought you down will no longer have power over you, because I have been building within you the strength of those who do not give up. You are learning to walk not by what you feel or what you see, but by a belief that is stronger than everything around you. The struggles you face are not signs that you've been abandoned. They are part of the process that ensures your victory. Without opposition, there would be no overcoming. Without fire, there would be no pure gold. Without struggle, there would be no victory. The pain you've experienced will not be wasted. It will become proof of your transformation. What once hurt will become a story of change. What once seemed dark will become light for others. What burdens you today will be the source of your strength tomorrow. The ground that seemed impossible to walk on will become your place of peace. The wall that once seemed impossible to cross will soon become the doorway to your purpose. The voices that once tried to discourage you will fall silent when you witness with your own eyes what I have been preparing for you. Nothing and no one will be able to stop what I have already planned. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that each step you take has been carefully measured. Do not turn back or doubt the value of everything you have gone through, because every scar was part of your training. The time to fully understand will come, but for now, trust. What is coming is not small. It's bigger than your plans, bigger than your dreams, bigger than your limitations. What seemed lost will return with even more strength, and what you thought was gone will be restored to you in abundance. There is nothing that has been out of my control. I have been with you in every moment, and soon you will see that everything that seemed broken was actually being put together to form a complete and glorious picture. Every phase of your life has had a purpose, even the ones that seemed unclear or empty. There have been seasons that appeared unfruitful, but they were actually laying down deep roots in you. Everything that felt silent was preparing the ground for a season of fruitfulness. Now, the signs of the new will start to show, not because you are chasing them, but because they will naturally appear. The seed that was planted in secret, in tears, and in long, lonely nights, is now growing and reaching toward the light. I am realigning your steps with perfect purpose. There will be unexpected movements, meetings you didn't see coming, and changes that will shake your plans. But all of this is part of the greater plan I set in motion long before you ever thought about the future. It's not about luck, it's not about coincidence, it's about fulfillment. Even the people who will enter your life at this time are part of the plan already written. Nothing and no one will be out of place because every piece will be placed at just the right time. Don't try to hold on to what you've always known because what is coming requires new ways of thinking. The old methods of seeing, deciding, and acting won't fit into this new chapter. Your mind will grow, and you will begin to work in areas you have never explored before. What once seemed out of reach will soon be within your grasp because you will be equipped in new ways. The inner preparation you've gone through will now show up as the strength and skills needed to face what lies ahead. What is starting now is not only about you. There are lives that will be changed by the process you are going through. People will find direction and peace by seeing what has happened in your life. Your journey will serve as a guide for others who don't yet know where to go. What you've experienced will help you understand the pain of others, and it will give you the words of hope for those who feel lost. What seemed like a personal struggle will become a tool for a greater transformation. The world around you will soon show signs of change. Patterns that once seemed to repeat over and over will stop. Cycles that felt endless will come to an end. The invisible barriers that have held you back will begin to loosen. You will see how things that used to be hard will start to flow with ease. This doesn't mean that difficulties will disappear, but your inner self will have changed. You will no longer struggle from a place of scarcity, but from the certainty that everything is in my hands. Don't expect everyone to understand the changes happening in your life. Some will not accept the path you're on. There will be people who question your growth, and some may even step away from you. This is not a mistake or failure. It's a part of the necessary process. When something new is starting, not everything can be part of it. The old must be left behind to make room for the new. What remains with you now will be what is truly aligned with your purpose. In the days ahead, you will face decisions that will shape your future. These choices won't be small or simple. They will open doors to new opportunities. Some decisions will come quickly and unexpectedly, and there won't be time to second guess. Every lesson you've learned so far, every moment of silence, every tear, and every challenging step will guide you in recognizing the right path. It will not be your mind that fully understands this, but the clarity that will rise from deep within you. Do not be surprised if the path I have planned for you feels different from what you imagine. It's not a mistake, it's perfection. I have been preparing a greater future for you than you ever dreamed of, and when you see it for yourself, you will know that every moment of waiting was worth it. What you thought was a delay will become clear as the right time for your growth. What seemed denied will soon be seen as the best choice for this moment. There will be no room for regret, because you will know that everything you have been through has brought you to this point. This new chapter is not about what you left behind, but about the wide and secure future unfolding before you. What is opening before you is strong, sure, and unshakable. The walls that once seemed impenetrable will fall. Limits will be stretched. Horizons will expand. What once seemed small will grow, and what seemed weak will become strong. Get ready to step into what has been yours all along, even before you could understand it. Do not fear the unknown, because you will never walk alone. Every step you take will be guided by an unseen force that supports you and moves you forward. Even when doubt tries to cloud your vision, you will feel a peace that goes beyond understanding, and that peace will reassure you that you are on the right path. That peace will be your sign, and the rest you find in the midst of change will be your guide. Your past will not hold you back, but will serve as proof of your journey. What once tripped you up will now lift you to new heights. Your pain will turn into wisdom. Your losses will open new possibilities, and your waiting will result in growth because nothing has been wasted. Every experience hath been preparing you for what lies ahead. Do not compare your journey with others because what is meant for you is unique. There is no need to rush, because what is yours will always find its way to you. Do not fear, for the strength you need has already been planted within you. Even when the winds blow strong, they will not knock you down, because you are rooted deeply and will bear fruit when the time is right. The horizon that is opening before you is a sign that fulfillment is near. Promises from the past, which you thought had been forgotten, will begin to blossom. What was once hidden will now be brought to light. What seemed far away will draw closer, and when you look back, you will understand that even the quiet times were answers, and that the delays were a form of protection. So, move forward with confidence. Let your heart grow beyond your fears and limitations. You are not stepping into the unknown. You are walking into what has already been prepared for you. And what is prepared for you is abundance, fulfillment, purpose, and life. Deep within you, a strength will awaken that you never knew was there. You will no longer view situations with fear, but with the certainty that every step is supported. This security will not come from your own strength, but from the trust that nothing you face is wasted. The doors that will open for you will not depend on your own efforts, but on the favor that is on your life. No one will be able to close them when the time is right. Every challenge that seemed impossible will turn into a testimony of what can be achieved. Voices may try to confuse you, but deep inside, you will know the truth. The clarity in your spirit will guide you to know what you should follow and what you should leave behind. This inner confidence will be the guide you can always trust. When sudden changes come, do not be afraid. Even if everything seems to be shaking, you will find that what is truly solid will remain unshaken. That sense of stability will be the proof that you are built on a strong foundation. Even in the middle of all this change, joy will come to you. You will smile freely again, and the weight on your shoulders will be lifted. What once caused you sorrow will become a reason to celebrate. The small acts of faithfulness you have shown will grow beyond what you could have imagined. What starts today in a humble way will become something abundant. It's not about how fast it happens, but about staying steady. What you have planted will grow at the right time. What seemed lost will be restored, and what was barren will begin to bear fruit. Nothing you have given with sincerity will be forgotten. Everything will come back to you multiplied, and in the end, you will realize that the real treasure was not in what you achieved, but in the transformation that took place within you. Because beyond all the goals and accomplishments, the most significant discovery will be realizing that you were never alone on this journey. This moment will mark a turning point in your story. You will not return to who you once were, because your focus will be on the new things unfolding before you. The trust that is rising within you will be the sign that you have stepped into a new season, one that is bigger and filled with purpose. There will be a lightness in your heart, as if the weight of the past no longer has control over you. You will walk confidently, with a renewed sense of freedom, knowing that what once seemed impossible is now within your reach. As you move forward with determination, the path will become clearer, and when everything comes to completion, you will look back and see that all the details fit perfectly. You will even be thankful for the things you didn't understand at the time, because you will realize that everything was part of a perfect plan. Your life will be a living testimony of hope and a reminder that the best was always yet to come. Listen carefully, because what I am revealing to you now is not something temporary or small, but something deep and lasting. A great change is happening in your life. It is not only taking place around you in the events that unfold, but also inside you, in the most hidden parts of your being, where no one else can see, where your most personal thoughts and desires are formed. This change is touching your deepest thoughts and the very rhythm of your days. And even though you might not fully understand it now, I am giving every step you take a new meaning. That meaning is greater than you can imagine at this moment, as it is connected to the reason you were created. The time you are living in is not just any time. This month is not just another month. It is a pivotal moment, a time when I am drawing closer to you with greater focus, because I want to teach you to recognize what I am doing in your life. Pay attention. It is happening quickly now. Do not overlook these signs, for they are the evidence of my work in your life. If you have been paying attention to your inner self lately, you will have already felt it. That restlessness that wakes you in the middle of the night, those questions that come without reason, that fire that sometimes feels impossible to put out, these are all signs that I have been speaking to your heart. You have sensed that something deep was coming, even though you couldn't quite explain it. Have you noticed your dreams changing recently? Haven't you woken up more than once with a feeling that something bigger is growing inside of you? That sense of certainty, even though you can't put it into words, is my spirit moving within you. You felt a spiritual closeness that you can't fully identify, a presence that surrounds you when you are alone. That presence is me, reminding you that you have never been alone on this journey. And if what I say now touches your heart, do not ignore it, because you are not the only one experiencing these signs. Many of my children in different places are hearing the same call, feeling the same whisper in their hearts. Your true self is awakening, recognizing the path that was written for you before you were born. This is the exact moment for you to accept it, but understand that the answer you've been waiting for will not always come as a peaceful gift. Sometimes, it arrives in a way that shakes your life, like a disruption that makes you uncomfortable, like a change you didn't expect, like a restlessness that you can't ignore, or even like being separated from people and things you thought you couldn't live without. There will be times of quiet when it seems like nothing is happening, and other times of sudden shifts that shake what you thought was stable. This week may feel like an unexpected pause, a stop you didn't plan, but it's necessary for you to clearly hear my voice. Decisions will come quickly, and you won't be able to delay them.